Good morning. It's time for Harmonica. Let me go post our link up on the website here. Give me just a second. That'll get everybody rolling in here and they'll say, hey, sound is good. Hopefully. Somebody's already thumbs up my recording here, even though they haven't even logged in yet. So they probably logged in. I just can't see them yet. Let's see. We are playing a lot of good stuff here today. So let me get that link posted properly. I have this crazy setup here now that is fine, except for when I need to actually use the keyboard. It's very awkward. All right, here's this. Enter, settings, open in a new window, update, and update. So now that should get everybody rolling in here. First couple of people in will tell me whether I am sounding decent or not. And let's see. I'm going to start posting this on Twitter sometimes. Harmonica. Okay, harmonica class. And I'm going to do chromatic. I don't really need to do all that. Chromatic. CHROMA chromatic. And then pound diatonic. And then we'll tweet that. All right, tweet. Let's see what happens. Tweet. All right, we have officially tweeted. All right, so dumb. All right, let's see what else is going on. Sorry, I'm a little bit late getting set up, guys. Whoops, don't go there. Come back here. Had to do some condominium business right off the bat, so that's never exciting. So, all right, let's see here. There's that. Everybody's rolling in. Sound is good, Sandy says. And she drew her clef. All right. You notice I saved my clef from yesterday. It came out really nice, and so I'm like, I'm just going to stick with that. All right. Yeah, sometimes I get them the first try. Sometimes it takes me once or twice to pull them out. All right. And I finally got my dividers to put into my 3-ring binder. I'm very, very, very excited about that. I'm going to have to also get a bigger 3-ring binder. I have a 1-inch binder, and it's already getting almost full. So that means that I'm going to have to go to a big binder. And that means that we are getting all sorts of harmonica under our souls. And that's theoretically a good thing, right? By the way, Chrome people, I did post a revised version of What a Wonderful World, and nothing changed on it except that the repeats, remember the repeats were not correct here. I fixed that, so they are correct now. So if you already marked your sheets and you're fine with the way the repeats are, I wouldn't reprint it. But if you want nice, clean, pretty copies of everything, I just posted the cleaned up version of that. I'm putting it in my book because I have to have everything perfect because I'm that way. And so there's that. Let's see who else is rolled in this morning. Sandy, by the way, is from Michigan, which is exciting. Vic is from Oregon. Looks and Sound Goods from beautiful, sunny Eugene. My family lives up in Eugene. Brigitte. Every week we pronounce Bridget's name differently so that we can feel. One week she's German, 1 week she's American, and 1 week she's French. And she's in Florida, so she's a little bit of all of those things probably. Marianne, welcome in. Happy, beautiful morning to you. Let's see. Pauline is in. Good morning, Aaron. Drew my staff. Easy peasy. All right. Good morning, Kat. Good morning, Lindy. Yeah, I got bold markers. I went over to the shop and got bold markers. I'll tell you about the shop here in just a second. Deb, good morning to you. Evelyn, sound is good. I can read your whiteboard today. I know I got the fat markers for it, so all of our music theory lessons have to be able to fit on that space with a fat marker. So I can tell you right now, they will be very little nuggets of music theory as we go along. Let's see. Cuenca is 72 down there today. Just got back from a tour of the museum. Very nice, right? Wake up in the morning, go to the museum, come out, play a little harmonica. Life is good. Marcia, good morning. Trying out a Seidel today. Aha, that's my low F is a Seidel. I'll be interested in your opinion, Marcia. I'm iffy on that one. Let's see. Valerie says, afternoon from sunny and cold Chicago. Burr. Francis is in. Beautiful sunny day in Denver. Slight nip is quickly subsiding. Yeah, we have a pretty day coming today. I think the next few days are going to be really nice here in Denver, so we need that. Well, we don't need that. We have that almost every day. Connie is in. Good morning. Melissa's in. Baking cookies is what? Baking cookies? Where's mine? That's what kind of cookies, Melissa? Let's see. Fran is in this morning. She's in from Southern California. They're having a heck of a time out there. And Diane is in from she's a local. Okay, let's get playing. Like I said, those of you just logging in, I did repost Wonderful World for the Chrome people with the corrected repeats. Nothing changed in the sheet music, but it did. We did need to fix the repeats, and I finally got that done. It only took 10 days, so it took me about 30 seconds to fix that thing. But yeah, that's how life works a little bit, right? I'm very excited. I have a little drawer on this table, and I mean, it's now my harmonica drawer. I have a harmonica drawer. Very exciting. Let's see, who else wanted in? Chocolate chip. Oh, Melissa. I have a thing about that. I think that the blueberry people and the chocolate chip people have very good lobbyists because everything either has blueberries or chocolate chips in it. I'm not against either. I'm just against them in the quantity in which they are presented to me. Seems like every single day something else has blueberries in it, and they're okay, but they're not strawberries or raspberries or blackberries. They're just fine, and so I don't know, but everything you get has blueberries in it. Milk chocolate chips. Oh, now that changes everything, right? That changes everything. Yeah, regular dark chocolate chips. That's not like we have a guy in the building here. We love him to death. Bill. He's a huge musician. He actually knows what he's doing, and he's always baking and bringing stuff. This pandemic's driving him wild, so he bakes stuff, and he's been bringing out everything has chocolate chips in it. And I'm like, thanks, Bill. And then he goes away. I'm like, oh, chocolate chips. Chop. All right. Let's see. Oh, 1 and 2 holes are much harder. Oh, interesting. Oh, so far the Seidel is going to be a little bit a big question mark over that. John, finished your baking. John starts the afternoon out there in Illinois correctly, right? Just walk in from your morning farming, which is what he does. Isn't that crazy? And then comes in for lunch and starts the drinking. Just teasing you, John. I don't know what you do out there. I know you're a farmer. You farm soy. Isn't that exciting? Christine is in. Good morning to you from Bozeman. All right, so let's play the A minor scale. Let me run through our list really quickly. Where's my list? You brush your teeth, you wash your hands, you're going to drink plenty of water. The first sip of water is designed to wash the crud out of your face so you don't blow it into your harmonica. You're going to sit up tall and pretty. Make sure that you're breathing from your belly and not your neck. You are going to pucker up and use your kissing muscles to help direct the air through a single hole rather than a bunch of holes. And then and that takes a little while to work that out. Don't be sad if you can't do it right off the bat. It probably takes a week or two before that starts going okay for you. And between every note, your tongue touches the roof of your mouth. Two. And don't blow too hard. You don't need to blow hard on these things. Cup your harmonica with both hands. Kat solved all of our problems yesterday. Your knuckle lines up with hole 4, right? And now all you have to do is put your lips up against your knuckle, and there you go. You have solved all of your harmonica problems. I'm going to submit her for either a Nobel Prize or a Grammy for that discovery that your knuckle sits right above hole 4. That's the greatest thing ever. Remember to move your hands rather than your face. And then finally on the sheet music, a minus sign means to draw in, and a plus and nothing, if there's no note, means to blow. Okay, that's it. That's our daily how to play harmonica lesson, and we do that every day. So we ran through our list very quickly. Those of you who are working on your music theory stuff, did you draw your treble clef? Okay, you have to do it one time. You have to do it without looking and make it perfect. Okay. Its name is called a treble clef. I think I probably said that yesterday. Treble clef. That's how you know if you're a musician, because you're like, oh yeah, that's what I do. This is who we are, right? Is this thing. Sometimes it's called a G clef because you notice the circle here goes through the G line. Okay, so they sometimes call it a G clef. You don't hear that very often. And for you guys, it's actually an octave clef. And I was going to leave out my marker because we play on what appears to be the treble clef, but on the top, not on all of your sheet music, by the way, but in order to make the software sound correctly, I actually have to put this on an octave clef. So there's a little 8 on the top of that. So let me see, like if you're looking at your scales, the C scale and the A minor scale, you'll see that little 8 above them. That's called an octave clef. Sometimes, and by putting it on top, it means that the notes are actually playing higher than what you're reading on the paper. And by putting it on the bottom, which we do for guitar, the notes are actually coming out an octave lower than what you're playing or what's on the paper. So that's a little bit of trivia. Most of the time when you look at music, even my music, I will often hide the harmonica clef when I'm putting it in for the singing clef, which is your chords and lyrics clef. I often will hide the harmonica clef where you can't see it. It has the 8 on it, and then the clef you're actually looking at is just for singers. The octave is only there for software reasons. Everybody just agrees, hey, we're playing on the treble clef, but it's going to come out of this an octave higher. And we could write it like you see on this page here. I have the written pitch and the actual pitch. You see how on the actual pitch it goes way up off the top of the treble clef, and it's very hard to read up there. So we just drop everything in octave. It drops right into that written pitch. It's much easier to read that way. And you'll see over on the left side of the written pitch, everything goes way below the clef now, but we don't really use those notes. So it's much better to have the little 8 above there when you're putting that together. So if you got the answers, treble clef, G clef, and this is super trivia, octave clef, which I just turned it into an octave clef. That's what it is. Now, homework for the next music theory things. I need you to name these things. Now, some of you will remember from elementary school what this line, this line, this line, this line, and the line up here mean. And then these spaces also mean something. So tomorrow I'll put that on there, and we'll probably call that a week, right? that's a whole lot of stuff. Also, there's a little line down here. I want you to tell me what that little line is called and what note goes on that line. Okay, so what notes go where? That's your harmonic theory of the night. So take your treble clef that you drew yesterday, draw 5 lines across there, and then put your notes in, and then we'll continue that discussion. Okay, that's it. That's enough theory for anybody. Okay, basically once we do that and we learn how the piano keyboard's laid out, that's it. There's nothing else to know. Okay, let's play your A minor scale. Remember, it's a 4-beat count in. Then we're going to draw 6, and we play through the A minor scale twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I need to go close the door really quick. I'm driving one person here in the house crazy. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. She actually has a real job, so I try not to get in her way of that. And then she's online all the time. All right. C major scale. Next up, same thing. Blow 4 to get started with. 1, 2, 3, 4. nice. There's your daily warm-up. Next thing we do is we play the same little group of songs every single week. We used to do them every day. Now we're dividing them up. So on what's today? Wednesday. Wednesdays we play Simple Gifts. We haven't played this one in a while, guys, and I'm excited about it. So grab your Simple Gifts. Played this. Well, that's not true. Have a harmonica class on Monday nights or Tuesday nights. So last night I met with my little harmonica group on Zoom, and we played Simple Gifts last night, and it's a blast. Okay, so some of you may remember this song, some of you may not. It's a theme that Aaron Copland saved. And he stuck it in his New World Symphony. And since then, musicologists have gone back and found the song. It was originally written for a dance tune for the Shakers. And so it was old-fashioned. Well, this was sort of the YMCA of its day. Okay, we're going to start with a blow 6. And so just one time through, 3-beat count in, and 3-beat count in, blow 6, one time through. From the top, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Beautiful little tune. I love that song. I don't know why. Really soothes my soul. So I love that. All right. Next up, I'm going to keep looking at, I don't even remember what we do next. You Are My Sunshine. Too many changes this week. Too many changes. You Are My Sunshine. This is our everyday song. We play this song every single day. I don't know why. I love it. And because I love it, you have to love it. All right. 4-beat count in, 1-beat rest, 2 times through. And let's give it a try. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. that's our daily warm-up. Let's move on to new material for the week. Let's just do them in order today. Let's play All My Loving next up. Get our John Lennon on as quickly as possible this morning. All My Loving. Remember, on this song, we've talked about the repeats a lot. You really do need to make yourself some notes on your sheet music. Otherwise, you get lost pretty easily. Play down through 16, go back to number 1. Play down through 14, jump to number 17. Play down through 26. At the end of 26, you go all the way back to number 1. Play down through 14 again. Jump to 17 again, play down through 24, and on the very last time, then you jump to measure 27 to finish it out. Remember the last 2 measures there, 30 and 31, we slow it down, goes way up high on the harmonica, get as much drama out of that as we can possibly get, make us feel like it's 1963 again. And yeah, let's do that. All right, let's see here. All right, from the top, 2-beat count in as written. Blow or draw 5. 1, 2. Yeah. Hopefully reading those repeats has gotten pretty solid for you, which means that you can really focus in on the music. And to be honest, pretty darn playable, right? The last little bit's a little bit of scary. You see that 8 show up and you're like, oh no, an 8. But but yeah, it sounds pretty good. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Q asks, what determines the break between the blows and draws? Sometimes it seems like blows or draws are really drawn out, pass out at the end of one strike. Yeah, what I am finding, now we're digging into this at a pretty deep level. I'm always, it feels like I'm constantly too full of air and I'm always having to get rid of it, so you're looking for those blows to get it out. And I would say, the music is the music. And so some songs like Drunken Sailor, for example, you're going to draw, and then you're going to blow, blow. So that business of just being mindful of how you're handling your air, I think each of us will have a different strategy on that. I do know when I'm blowing, I'm often also blowing out my nose just to get air out of my lungs, because it does feel like over time you would just end up with way too much breath coming in. That's not necessarily a bad thing, right? I mean, that's giving you a chance to open up your lungs every day. But I don't know if I necessarily have a good solution for you, Q. Sometimes if you have a whole bunch of draws, you just gotta take a second, get all the air out and start again. We've had a couple of songs where like you get to the after the fourth or fifth draw, you're like, all right, I'm just going to have to dump my air and then do my next couple of draws. And obviously, since you're playing with me, you're trying to more or less meet my tempo, and sometimes that's easier to do than not. And if you have to miss a note, right, just miss a note, move on, and it's just part of what we do as musicians. Let's see. So I don't know if that answered your question or not, Marilyn. I think that there's not really an answer to that. It's every song is a little bit different. Every moment, looking for those opportunities to get air out of your lungs is pretty helpful. It's a good warm up, John. Nice, right? Yeah, John knows what he's doing. Let's see, lovely tune for harmonica. All my lungs, still not hitting each note with pure, but slowly getting there and blowing chords constantly. Oh, well, yeah, and not blowing chords constantly. There's nothing wrong with that sound, right? It's beautiful. It's not what we're working on when we're playing melody, but if you blow a chord, I blow chords all the time. Whatever, just kind of noodle it around just a little bit, see if you can get it cleaned up. That's all. Tell me more about the Zoom meeting. Oh, the Zoom meeting is just through the city of Lakewood. It's just a beginner class, and it's super exciting because I actually get to see them what they're doing, and it's a small group so far. We're going to continue to keep that thing going, but there's people that felt a little more comfortable on Zoom and couldn't come during the daytime classes. So it's what we're doing here. If you're able to make this class, you're getting everything they're getting plus a whole lot more. Since we are working at a high level in this environment. All right, let's play Buffalo Gals. I don't know how I feel about Zoom so far. The difference between Zoom and what we do here is I can't see you struggling, and so I'm assuming you're not. That's how this system works. Yeah, if I can't see you struggling, then I just assume everything's going great. All right, let's go to Buffalo Gals. 3-beat count in. Let's play it twice through. It goes on for quite a long time. If you haven't read the words, you ought to. It's a super cute little song, and so do that. Again, not a terribly complex song in terms of what you have to play on the harmonica, but getting a nice, cool little rhythm, a little danciness to it. That's what you're after. You're trying to get some cool into it. So blow 6 2 times through, 3-beat count in. 1, 2, 3. chord on the end there. It always sounds kind of fun. That song, because I have that song memorized, it feels like I want to play all 4 verses because it's such a cute little story. But we'll just play it twice through. If we have time on Friday, we'll maybe do a couple more verses of it. But when you have time, just read through the lyrics. It's super cute, super hilarious. He ends up dancing with a young lady on the sidewalk when she's got holes in her stockings. All right, let's go grab On Top of Spaghetti. That's the one I needed to reprint. Let me pull this up over here. Google Harmonica. Oops. Harmonica. Diatonic. On Top of Old Spaghetti. On Top of Spaghetti has 6 verses, and you probably want to do them all, I know, because it's that great of a song. But we are going to only do 2 verses, as in most of the time, most of these songs, 2 is plenty, right? And this is probably one of those songs where it's like, all right, 2 is plenty. So let's give it a try. From the top, 2 times through, 2-beat count in, blow 4. 1, 2. Well, I butchered measure 5 pretty good the first time through, but I fixed it on the second time through. I made a mistake. Did you ever make a mistake playing harmonica? Happens sometimes. Let's see. Zoom is hard for me. Melissa's point. One of the reasons I don't do this on Zoom is that you really can't play together. There's enough internet lag and technology lag where you really cannot play this as a. Somebody's calling me from New York City. I bet that's important. They saw the tweet and they're like, hey, how do I get involved? What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh, with Zoom. Yeah, the problem with Zoom is you can't actually play ensemble. That was what we were desperate for. And I tried all of the different platforms, seeing if we could play ensemble together at the same time. It doesn't work. So if you can't do it, you can't do it. So then your next thought is, well, let's just simplify the platforms. Let's simplify the work we have to do. And the nice part about YouTube is you guys show up, you click to here, and then you hit play. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And so that's why we went with Zoom or YouTube. And plus, YouTube's quality is crazy. And they record and save everything automatically, which doesn't make sense to me. All right. Chromatic people or diatonic people, you're set for the day. Have a wonderful afternoon if you're sneaking out, if you're diatonic only. If you're diatonic only, get yourself $40 together and get a chromatic. We need you for the next part of the class as well. All right. So there's that. Oh, I got to give you the blues exit for chromatic players. Is my new thing. That's how we get blues players out of there. Okay. Draw a major chord up and then blow it out. That's how that's how you get rid of current diatonic players. Because then they go over to the blues bar and they start doing that. And pretty soon they're playing bass and thinking blues matters. All right, Francis. I bet Christy's on that Zoom. Every single instrument. I know. I like playing every single instrument too. That's one thing I like to do. That's not a great plan for those of you who are wondering. If you're better off playing one instrument a lot, probably. But that's, I don't know, it's less fun. All right, so I want to grab the new Wonderful World. If you went ahead and printed it out, you have the clean copy. If you didn't print it out, just know your measure numbers are off, and that's fine, right? You're okay. So you notice I'm putting off Hedwig and Smoke Gets in Your Eye. Okay, I'm going to warm up on Wonderful World, and then we're going to see what happens when we get to the other one. No, and Christy's not in that Zoom class, by the way. She does like to play all the instruments. All right. Who doesn't? Francis. I know somebody else who plays all the instruments. All right. What a Wonderful World, as written, play down through 16, go back, play 1 through 13, skip 14, 15, 16. Then you're going to play from 17 all the way down to 35. Then you're going to come all the way back to measure 1. You're going to play down through 13 again. And then the last time you jump to the coda, from the coda at the end of 13, you jump to the coda at beginning of 36. Do pay attention when we get to that last 5, 6 measures, really from about 42 on. We all have on our head a certain way this is supposed to be done, and it's probably Louis Armstrong's version of this. But pay attention to what the sheet music says. There's, I cleaned it up. Louis doesn't have to follow the rules. We kind of do. And so it's not exactly what's in your head probably, but I'm going to try as closely as possible to pay attention to the timing there. This is in 2/4, which feels like a real slow 4/4 in my head. Okay. All right, let's give it a try. Blow 3 to get started. And I always put this, when I'm using the big guy, I have all these extra notes down here that are not helpful. I need to give myself, okay, that's where 3 is going to be. All right, from the top, 2-beat count in, blow 3. Play it as written. 1, 2. You know how I'd always say, put some highlighter on your sheet music so your eye tracks properly. Track on the coda, I went from 13 to 40 because that's where the repeat used to be. That's where it is on the guitar sheet music. It goes down to the bottom line. So my eyeball went there. I'm like, wait, these aren't the right notes. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be 4 measures behind. So measure 36. All right. So mess around with that. I think it's lovely. I think love the D sharp, right? Anytime you get to push the button, you're like, oh, that's why I bought a chromatic harmonica. It sounds really cool. All right. So that's worth the $40 right there. All right. Now let's go do Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, guys. As you probably figured out if you messed around with this, this is a tough piece of music. So it's helpful to know the song, but we'll take it nice and slow. We'll see how we get. We'll get it as close as we can. Does not need to be perfect by any imagination. Kern and Harbach are long in the box, and they don't care if we play it well or not. But you're going to be jumping all around on your harmonica, and so what I tend to do, following Kat's lead, is at least put my thumb on the main note here, which would be a 4 probably. Just stick that underneath there, so at least I have a basic idea. Now, if you have the 10-hole harmonica, you might not need to do that. But just find a comfy way to hold it. This darn 16-hole, it's just so big. I keep ending up down here on the low notes by accident. So let's give this a try and see how we do. From the top, it's a 4-beat count in, 1 time through, no repeats. That's how we like music. And it fits on 2 pages. You'll also notice some of the other stuff. I took some of the other stuff off in order to get it onto 2 pages. So the ukulele stuff had to go away. Here we go. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so things get pretty intense right around measure 16 through 20. I got to work on it. Probably, hopefully you nailed it and probably sounded great. Again, nice opportunity to push that button in and really just make some cool sounds with your harmonica. Lindy says, wow. Either wow good or wow bad, right? One of the two. All right. Let's go grab Hedwig's thing. I like that song. I really think it's a good one. I do think that it's going to take me a little bit of work to get it where it works properly, but let's see. All right, let's see here. Okay, beautiful. All right. Got the last three notes right. Killing it. Helps to go listen to that song a couple times on YouTube, right? Because it's not one of those songs you run into every day. Go listen to it a few times and see if you can get the zeitgeist of smoke gets in your eye, and then come back to your harmonica and play it. All right. All this stuff. I feel sorry for my neighbors. My next door neighbor here, Kelly, she's a nurse, and I'm hoping that she can't really hear. We have really thick walls here, so I'm hoping that I'm not driving her bats every morning. Yeah, if I am, she should just pick out the harmonica and start playing too. All right, Hedwig's theme. This thing is brutal. Okay, and you're going to be patient, and you're going to mess around with it, and you're going to get it kind of close. For me, the hard parts are these ones. Those show up, and again, I might ultimately. I can put them 5/7. I can also put them at 8/9. Nah, might move them to 5/6s. But for now, they're on 1/2. I'm going to put my thumb over 1. Those, I think, are the hardest part of the song. Let's see, Melissa. For some reason, I usually draw when I push my button, no matter what. Got to get over that. Measure 14. It's a beautiful song, right? This thing tremendously complicates your work, doesn't it? I notice how often I'm busy playing along, having a great time, and then I see the star, and I'm like, oh, crud. And often my thumb is like getting up here. Mostly I use my thumb, but sometimes I'll use this finger. But yeah, it's... you see the star and you think, oh, I'm supposed to do something. And so it might have a tendency to draw in. So you'll get better, right? Eventually the reading the sheet music becomes not a big deal. But the first few, and any piece of music, you guys have these pieces of music for 5 days and then we get rid of them. Some 10 on a good piece of song. Good piece of song. Did I just say that? I'm going to just play music. That's probably better than me trying to speak English. From the top, 3-beat count in. Don't go fast. 1, 2. Oh, and it's carry 2 times through. We play down to 34, come back, and then play down. Don't play 34 the second time. 1, 2, 3. How does this go? Wait a minute. Hold on. Why am I not playing it at all correctly? Let me pull up the harmonica page. Scroll down. Hedwig's theme. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. That's what I gotta play. All right, let's try it again. Sorry, I don't know how my music goes. Bum bum ba-dum bum. From the top. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, what a mess. Let's see. Let's see. All right, what do we got going? See all this chat going on in the chat box. Going, oh, I said something wrong. Let's see. What do we got? Let's see. Sometimes. Let's see. Where is measure 35 to the end? 35. That's yeah, the about last two measures on that song, Evelyn. I don't have 34. You guys don't have 34? You don't have 34. Wait. What did I post? Did I post something different than I have in my book? Hold on. Let me go back. Did I blow it? I probably blew it, huh? Where's my daily thing? Join here. Maybe you guys have different music than I'm using. Hold on. Here it is. Hedwig's theme, PDF. Ah, well, maybe that's the problem. I'm playing a totally different song than you're playing. So tomorrow we will start with Hedwig's theme. I will play the piece of sheet music that you have rather than the one that's in my book. Sorry about that. It's probably a first draft that ended up in here. No wonder it's going horribly, right? I'm hearing you guys playing in my mind, in the universe is giving me one set of feedback, and I'm playing something completely different. And so that would explain the chat bar scrolling like mad. I will reprint that tomorrow. We start with Hedwig's theme. Okay. All right. Let's see. I ended 31. Thanks. Gotta fly. See you, Lindy. Same for end of 30. Finished up way before you did. Who the heck is Hedwig? Tough song. Yeah, it's a tough song. You got till Friday, right? That's Halloween to get good at it. Last session. I'm going to sit this one out permanently. Don't sit it out, Marcia. You can do it permanently. End of 31. All right. I will reprint the sheet music, so I'm playing the same song as you guys, and then it'll be better. So tomorrow, Hedwig's theme. Marcia, you're on the hook. You are officially going to be our lead harmonica player on this piece. So that's all you play tonight. That's it. Okay. That's it. By the way, don't forget those of you guys that are working on your theory stuff that you want to be getting your Drunken Sailor together this week. We'll play Drunken Sailor on Friday, and I will see all of you tomorrow with a new copy of Hedwig for me. You guys keep the one that you have. I will see you mañana. Thanks for being here. It's always super fun. Hedwig is the owl. Yeah, Hedwig is the owl. Yeah, Hedwig. Nobody knows why the owl plays, I would say, a pretty minor role in the whole entire show, clear up to the end of the owl. So, yeah. But we all love Hedwig. We all love Hedwig. So, yeah. So that's it. He's the owl. Yes. Yep. You are missing the sheet. No, you guys have the right sheet. I had the wrong sheet. Yeah, it's a sick owl. This is actually really beautiful to play on other instruments. On our instruments, all over the place. It's supposed to sound weird and creepy, and you have until Saturday night to get your version together. So, I'm only the only person who hasn't read. Don't read them. I read about 3/4 of them, and I'm like, all right, I got the big idea. I'm moving on. Go watch the movies. That's the one. You haven't. You don't need to read them. It's too much work to read them. Now they're fine, but they get kind of boring. It's a little bit like reading Lord of the Rings. After about the 97th book, you're like, yeah, okay, I get it. There's a lot of trees and they're alive and they walk around, and then there's orcs and they're bad. That's there's my review of Lord of the Rings. A lot of walking around trees and then orcs that are bad. That's it. That's the whole thing. Oh, and they put the ring in the thing at the end and Gollum dies. The repeats are free from your copy. Yes, I will. I'm gonna go print. I'm here. I'll do it right this minute because I know it's making you guys nervous. I'm gonna print Hedwig's theme. I don't even know how I ended up with my version. Where is it? Hedwig. I'm going to go print it. I'll see you guys later. Have a great afternoon.